Oh yes, bipolar 1, Millwall 0. The girlfriend that you really love, again you let her back in your heart, she cheats. People saying to me, 1-1, good result. For me it's not. The reason being, you get your noses in front eventually after that fucking idiot of a referee, Thomas Bramall. What a wally he is. He's a typical, isn't he? Like, he's got his sister's top on. It's so fucking tight. So he burst his blood vessels. The geezer's like a condom full of walnuts, isn't he? Another one of these wannabes. I have never seen a decision in all my life where the goal goes in, so everyone in the crowd looks across at the linesman. The linesman flag's down. It's down. So therefore, it cannot be offside. The referee goes over the line, saying, as if to say, well, put it up, mate. Put it up, mate. After about 3 or 4 minutes, he then calls it offside. Now, you put your flag up in the beginning, I can accept it all day long. To do that is bollocks. The referee's an absolute fucking melt. He shouldn't even be refereeing a fucking kids game over the park. He's an absolute tool. Thomas Bramall. What a wally, what a wanker that is. I mean, excuse my friends, I do apologise for scaring, but that geezer's a fucking melt. And he's cost us. The 2 things that have cost us in this game today is another person, Gary Rowett, tactically was very inept today. I'm not Gary's biggest fan, always for or against. I just want to see Millwall win the games. Millwall push towards in what is their best season and chance of making the Premier League. The Holy Grail. The 200 million to go up, to go down. That will secure this club's future in the top half of the Championship for the next 20 odd years. It is massive. It allows us to sort of develop the ground. It allows us to move forward as a football club. Yeah, we come out on a pitch here and we don't want to fucking go for it. You're professional footballers. I mean, some of it's got to be laid at your door. Gary Rowett cannot carry the can for everything. What are you doing in training? Because it obviously ain't shooting. Because we're absolutely dog shit at shooting. We're terrible. We couldn't score in a brothel with a £50 note. Couldn't hit a banjo's arse with a donkey. I ain't donkey and banjo's arse, whatever fucking man. We start with the performances. Long, relatively good. At a moment, I think that he should have really got that one at the end. The Sunderland goal, he's got to come out and get that, really, in my opinion. Murray Wallace, sluggish game. No frills. You get Cresswell and Cooper, shaky at times, but Coop's got the goal in a way that they've only let one goal in and our strikers have scored none. So you cannot blame Cooper if you're not going to blame the forward line, in my opinion. You've got you then go down the side. Danny Mack had a good game. Saw him this morning in the Hilton Hotel, looking good. I've got to say, the geezer's about 4'9". He's a warrior. He's a warrior Ewok. Love it. This old man ain't going to thank me for that, the cabbie, but it is what it is. We now got to move on to the Savills. Saville and Mitchell, for me, were an engine today. They were decent. They were holding their own against a very skillful Sunderland side going forward. But at the back, they were absolutely pony, Sunderland. Absolutely pony. Backed by a good 3,000 fans. You get 3,000 fans when you're playing like that. What would they be like if they were right at the top and they were in the Premier League? You've got to think about these things. We go Honeyman. I think he had a good game. Made of glass. Bennett, I hope you have a speedy recovery. I'm not sure what happened to your injury. Didn't really look like a lot, but there was obviously a lot of kerfuffle about it. You're on with a stretcher, so a speedy recovery, and I hope you're okay. Fleming, not one of his better games, but we can't rely on Fleming to turn the screw every time for us. Someone else has got to step up. And then, Bradshaw, he works tirelessly. He's up there on his own. He ain't getting a lot of service. Let's not blame him. Let's see where the service. Let's practice in training, bringing the ball up to him, supporting him, go alongside him. We're playing with one up front as if we're away from home at the top of the table. You're not. You're at home against Sunderland. A winnable game. The lads that came on, Bold Slammer, he's like pulling teeth out the fella. Is he going to bag us 10, 15, 20 goals? No. I love his work rate. I love what he does off the ball. But if you're going to have him as a striker in your side, a striker needs to score goals, bottom line. bottom line. Burke looked quite good when he come on. Should he have come on earlier? Yes, in my opinion. What more come on? Look lively. We look like we've got a very, very strong squad going into this. But you make no bones about this. You've got Cardiff. You've got Sheffield United. You've got Luton away. Coventry away. Stoke. This is a very hard February. If we get to the end of February and we're still in the hunt, we've got to fancy ourselves to push into the top 6 and stay there. Let's get in the playoffs. Let's make a nuisance of ourselves. Let's get ourselves. Let's look like we actually want this, Millwall. No two games are the same, but we need more conviction in front of goal. 110%. So let's work on it in training. Let's give us something. Let's thump the team 4-0. It's frustrating. Today's frustrating for me.